Hello, back again for another live stream. This time got the Melbourne Derby between Melbourne City and Melbourne Victory, kicking off in like 15 or so minutes. So it should be an interesting game, derby match, and Melbourne. With the Victory having the better of things, with 13 wins, 10 wins for Melbourne City, and 8 draws. Victory 1 win and 3 draws in the past 4 games, 3 wins and 3 draws for them in the past 7. And for this game here, I've gone for an entertaining 2-2 draw. And I've been informed from the Gatman there recently that Melbourne City out without a few of their key players. So, but they are the favourites for this game as of yesterday, or when I did this yesterday. $2 for Melbourne City, $3.30 for the draw, $3.50 for Melbourne Victory. So 2-2 for me. Other games, there's another game on tonight. It's very late tonight, my time, 11:45. So unfortunately, can't see why I don't have to Phoenix at that time. 18 wins for Perth, 14 wins for Wellington Phoenix, and 7 draws. Perth having the better things recent times, with 4 wins in the draw in the past 6 games. And then tomorrow's matches got the Sydney Derby between Sydney and Western Sydney. Well, Sydney have an amazing season there, and at home against Western Sydney, who's been somewhat struggling there. So 12 wins for Sydney, 5 wins for Western Sydney, and 6 draws. Sydney 5 wins and 2 draws in the past 8 games for them. Brisbane and Adelaide are also playing tomorrow night. 18 wins for Adelaide, 17 wins for Brisbane Roar, and 8 draws. Adelaide winning the past 4 matches in a row. And a bit of a bottom of the table clash to conclude things on Sunday between Newcastle Jets and Central Coast Mariners. 15 wins for the Jets, 13 wins for Central Coast, and 15 draws. Newcastle 5 wins and 4 past 7 games there. Very crucial game for Newcastle to try and make sure they don't get the wooden spoon this season. But you need to make the top 6 to make the playoffs. So they've got a lot of work to care of them if they're going to turn the season around and be able to push for greater things. But mainly it's just about avoiding that wooden spoon and getting bottom place of the table. There's no relegation in the A-League, so it shouldn't hurt too much. That's lots of revenue and things, and you never know in the future seasons if their club continues struggling, you might get expelled or excluded in the future. So 11 teams in the A-League for the season. So Newcastle Jets are bottom with just 10 points for 15 matches, and 3 points behind the Central Coast. But if they were to win, goal difference might just be behind Central Coast, but they're joint level. And currently they find themselves 11 points behind the 6th place Western United, but they have got a game end. 11 points behind, but then if they win, it'd be 8 points behind. So still possible. Currently, got a replay of the highlights between Central Coast Mariners and Western Sydney for last week there. Western Sydney winning that one, that game there, 3-1 or something, I believe it was. If I quickly look back at some of the results, yep, 3-1. Also done by latest A-League predictions recently for the A-League. It's been going over. So for that Perth and Wellington game there tonight, 4-1 100 odds the 100 favourites. Time for them to get a 2-1 victory. Sydney are going for them to win that Sydney Derby 3-0 over Western Sydney. Gone for Adelaide over Brisbane Roar to win at 1-0. And the final game, Newcastle Jets to win at 2-1 over Central Coast. But while we're waiting, feel free to join in the chat, live chat there, to ask me any questions or comments or your predictions for this week's matches. I'll also go for the lineups maybe now, I guess. So Melbourne City, they've got Glover in goal, got Atkinson, got Willanti, Goods, and Jamison at defence. Got Luna, Quippins, Dunga in the midfield. Got Craig Nguyen, McLeod, and Sayeti. And attacking Melbourne Victory, they've got Kansoba, Toileven, and the boot up top. Got Traoi, Basher, Lesotos, and Royce in the midfield. Got Callaghan, Hugelin, and Jowage in the defence there, as well as Thomas in the goal. Substitutes includes Galloway for Melbourne City. You've got Ken Wu, got Wales, Nigerian, Stokes, Corsia, Kovaski, and for Victory, got Colson in goal, got Cruz, Galapuso, Royalhouse, Luton, Barnett, and Watt. And managers Moan, Bartis, and Salvador. And Melbourne City, they're playing a 4-3-3 for this game, while Melbourne Victory are playing a 3-4-3. And Melbourne Victory currently in 9th place on the table. Not having a good season so far, have they? 4 wins, 4 draws, and 8 defeats. Just the 16 points, 1 win and 1 draw in the past 5 games for them. If they win this game, they can go as high as 7th place, ahead of Brisbane War. But Brisbane War and Western City will also have a game themselves to overtake them again. So it's half an his work with the 11 team system this year. And for Melbourne City, they're currently in the 2nd spot. So a victory would guarantee another week in the 2nd spot, basically. But they already have played a game more than a number of teams around them, so they could have a 2-game advantage. So 2 wins and 2 draws for them in the past 5, though they did lose their last match. But Melbourne City having a bit of a hoodoo in this Melbourne derby. So can they finally end that streak and get a crucial victory here? More so trying to play off those home finals. If you finish in the top 2, and get the bye on the first week, and then in the semis you get the home league. And assuming Sydney doesn't get the final, then they get to host the final as well too. Because who's going to stop Sydney from getting outright first in the season? It's going to be a very difficult mission. 13 points separating first and 2nd place. But thank you guys for tuning in once again there. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Very much appreciated. Not too long to go now before the match kicks off. And hopefully this time my computer doesn't play up. Otherwise, got the phone. Have to reload it again. At least the game hasn't quite started yet, so that's all good. and hopefully my connection is stable as well too. And I covered most things there, gone through the lineups, gone through the matches. I mean, I talked about the previous games on my A-League prediction show as well too, but I guess I could go through what happened here last week. Western Sydney got a 3-1 victory over Central Coast Mariners. In that game, Muller, Duke, and Coates almost scored for Western Sydney. Simon scoring a penalty for Central Coast Mariners. Perth Glory and Melbourne Victory was a follow of a match, that one, with 12 in 23 minutes for Melbourne Victory. For Ollie, scoring a stoppage time equaliser in the first half. Before the Boots took the lead for a victory, only to get cancelled out in the 90th minute from Costo. Adelaide United managed to beat Melbourne City 3-1. So Noon and Halloween on the score sheet. Halloween scoring 2 goals for Adelaide. Blackwoods won as well too. Noon for Melbourne City to open things up. Before LA turned it around and all the goals scored in the first half of that match. Dalwood sent off in the 76th minute mark for Melbourne City. Newcastle Jets and Western United was a 0-0 draw, but Newcastle Jets absolutely dominated Western United there. 27 to 4 shots. Only have that many shots and not score is beyond belief, and 62 on target. Newcastle Jets desperately need points, but just the 1 point in that match. So definitely a 2 point drop for Lane there. And the final game, Sydney defeated Brisbane after Neville was sent off the second yellow card in the game. The foul inside the penalty box, and also did the live watch along for that game there for those people that joined in for that. Seems like no one wants to say anything now at the moment there. 13 minutes into this live stream, so it's quite unfortunate. Only 1 minute to go before the official kick-off time. Well, close to kick-off time, but usually it takes an extra 5 minutes on top of that, doesn't it? Oh, everyone now. Got a bit of a black screen going on here. Get up, Melbourne City, Melbourne Victory. Big Melbourne derby coming up here. Who's going to get the victory? Or is it going to be an entertaining draw? It's been quite a few draws in recent matches between these sides. Melbourne City believed got a few key injuries. Melbourne Victory with 1 win and 3 draws in the past 4 games. 3 wins and 3 draws in the past 7 matches. And in fact, I think I'm going to get it back on my phone again. So, there's also some of the connection issue things with this live stream there if I try to get it up on the computer. Anyway, so I'm better prepared there this time for you guys. Hello to the 5 people watching. If you can hear me, just talk to the comments. Oh yeah, hello Gatman there. Yep, you too. Who do you, I know you put in your predictions there. That's for the matches there this week, so that was very good of you. But I forgot to write them down there. Just but I will review them for the next week there. But what have you gone for there again there this time, Gatman, for this game? There we published there this week for the A-League with the Melbourne Derby going on. Got the Sydney Derby going on as well too. Got the long distance derby for my Wellington Phoenix against Perth Glory as well too. So Derby week. And then bottom of the table match between Newcastle Jets and Central Coast. So just really Brisbane War and Adelaide, this only game that doesn't really have any derby or huge significance about it necessarily, I think. So, Gatman, what have you gone for this game between Melbourne City and Melbourne Victory? Who's going to get the win? I think you did go for Melbourne Victory, was it? Because Melbourne City have got some key injuries or so? Or did you go for which one of the two? There wasn't a Melbourne City win, even though they are the favourites for this game. Three-two victory. I think a lot of goals on the way, but according to who the defenders was the player. Yeah, I did recall some of that prediction there. So yeah, so 3-2 for victory. Yeah, I've gone for a 2-2 draw myself there. So both thinking quite a few goals, but of course last time we were thinking quite a few goals for that Sydney Brisbane game there, but only turned out to get that one goal unfortunately. But still, reasonably entertaining match with a few opportunities missed, and that's singing off for Brisbane. And of course, just that penalty kick that ultimately won the game. So hopefully we do see more than one goal there this time. That's also how what the Newcastle Jets playing in their 0-0 draw against Western United. They had all the chances in the world in that game there, but just no goals. So just the way that things go sometimes. Eh? And players are shaking hands there at the moment on the pitch there, and I just got it underway. Going for the lineups there again with Glover in goal from Melbourne City, Atkinson, got Briante, got Good, got Jameson at Luna, Clippins, Bunga, Melbourne Victory, they got the Thomas, goalkeeper, Callaghan, Donachi, Hugelin, Boyce, Asher, Lestos, Charlie, Zumba, Twelevin, and the Boot. Players are just stretching and warming up there. So it should be a sellout crowd, you would think, because the number of derbies very historical in the A-League. Unlike the Sydney Derby, where Western Sydney sort of joined late on in the A-League, they were the second newest A-League team, of course, after or now with Western United joining the mix. Hello there, Bickish Faber. High goal, you think there'll be quite a few goals in this match as well too? What's your prediction for this game? I've gone for 4 goals. Gatman's gone for 5 goals. Any other predictions? Alright, there we go. 13 goals there for Jamie McLaren in 13 games. They just 1 goal in the last 4 for Melbourne City. Melbourne City players currently in a huddle. And Melbourne Victory going to their own huddle as well too. With Ollie 12 in 13 games, he has scored 8 goals for the Victory. So we're all set to get underway very, very soon here. Of course, my coverage might be slightly behind your guys' there, so try to hold off on the spoilers if you can. Be greatly appreciated. And the navy blue against the light blue. Which blue will come at try output? And here we go, Melbourne Victory on the halfway line with the ball. Just seconds to go now at the kickoff. And the whistle's blown, so we're underway with Melbourne Victory kicking off. From left to right, as one ball goes straight to the City goalkeeper. And a long ball here for Victory, nearly getting them behind. But City goalkeeper equal to it. Slight opportunity, 40 seconds in. And it's City back in possession now. As they just passing it back on their defenders. Going to the left hand side. And now going long. Going to go over the top there. Very weighted pass there for Jamie McLaren. But got intercepted in time. So Melbourne City following in. And okay, now it's gone the other way for Melbourne Victory. Following inside the own third. Jamie McLaren needs to stop me all. Okay, Victory slowly working their way down the ground with a few problems on the sideline. 2 minutes in for me. And they hit this one long, just trying to go down the sideline off the left hand side there. Lots of high balls. And eventually Melbourne City is able to get that one. Scott Jamieson, and they're trying to spark something down the other side of the sideline, down the left hand side, or that side. And coming here, shielding out for a goal kick in the end. Oh, very risky passing going on here from Melbourne Victory at the back. The goal kick, eventually booting it away. And Melbourne City, ooh, nearly trying to get deliberately foul there, but not working. So Melbourne City on their own half there, cool, calm, collective. That's what you need to do in these early stages of the game there. You don't really want to give away an early goal of the match because that really sets up the tempo. But of course, we want to see goals, so it doesn't matter. Unless you support Melbourne City or Melbourne Victory there necessarily. So Melbourne City back on the ball there in their own half. Carlos Savatu from Melbourne Victory coach there, barking up some instructions early on. Long clearance from the goalkeeper there, going to absolutely no one. So it's just going to be a nice, easy forward for Melbourne Victory. And got Eric Lombart, the Melbourne City coach, and he's currently jotting down some notes in these early stages, 4 minutes in. So, depending on this game so far, I've done some of the left and right hand side of the touch lines there, going for a number of different forwards. So, a bit of a stop start sort of game so far. And a few other headers going down here at the moment. Who's going to win the possession here? Looks like Melbourne City have got it. A bit of a one forward, but interceptor from Melbourne Victory on the halfway line. And Basher up in the air and goes to Melbourne City again. But feel free, guys, to comments there. Last week there was quite a few comments going on. This week's been a bit quiet for me, but I do reply to the comments and keep things interesting when there wasn't too much happening in the match necessarily. But we're 5 minutes in, still a 0-0 without any real opportunities in this game. James Donage. Melbourne City on the ball here. Somewhat dangerous position. Okay, inside the final thirds of the foreign on the right hand side. Touchline, Melbourne City. Going for the header. Jamie McLaren. And there was a too heavy pass there. It just goes out for a goal kick for Victory. And Thomas gets to kick it away. This time, no playing it short, no mucking around, booting it down. And a long ball on the Victory defender. And they goes up for forward and Melbourne Victory's thirds, that's for Melbourne City forward. So just a few easy safe passes going on here as the teams try to build into this game. And past 7 matches there, interestingly, Melbourne City only winning 1 game. Well, we've got a 3-on-3 opportunity here for Melbourne City, and there's a goal. 1-0. Talking about Melbourne City's woes against Melbourne Victory, and it's only taken 7.5 minutes to take a 1-0 lead. They somehow found themselves exposed 3-on-3 at the back. And was that Barunga on the score sheet there for Melbourne City. It was a long ball over the top to the halfway line there, getting off the back of a defender. There was space on the left-hand side that goes into the middle and calmly slotted away into the left corner. Let me just check an update to make sure that it definitely is 1-0 in the goal score. Yep, so there's 1-0 here and 1-0 here with Flowan Berwinger 8 scoring a very early goal. Yes, goal Gatman, goal to Melbourne City. The team that's been struggling against Melbourne Victory in this derby really has got the lead. But a long way to go. Can they hang on? One opportunity, one shot, one goal. Oh, an opportunity here with Melbourne Victory giving things away. But clearing away. So Victory scrambling at the moment. Yeah, and Melbourne Victory trying to come their way. Yeah, it always generally turns out to be a fun game when an early goal has been scored, because that means you get to be more exposed, as Victory have to come fighting back to try and score, and then Melbourne City having opportunities on the counter attack and things. But when it's 0-0, then teams just slightly try to build into the match there without really playing too many risks. But when it is a goal, then it's so long left of the game for time to come back in the game and turn things around. So Victory got a corner kick here, 10 minutes into the match, down the right hand side. It all takes that one goal to open things up, doesn't it? Now it comes swinging in. Oh, and half cleared away, but coming back with Basher and crossing in. And point blank range, and the whistle got blown offside. Well, they could have been close to another goal there, even though that wouldn't have been disallowed. Yeah, well and truly offside. But somehow didn't even score. City goalkeeper boots that one away there. And all of a sudden, City down the other end, but didn't get that pass right there. So all happening now in these few minutes. Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily call it cheating. I mean, it's really obvious, and especially VAR is just going to be overruled, overturned anyway. It's more so if you go to ground and try and get a penalty kick, and then it's a bit up in the air or something. Referee's decision, VAR's decision. That's how you're really able to successfully cheat necessarily. But offsides, you just can't. Yeah, especially if that's clear and obvious. But what happens everyone else, I think, in there this week, they tuned it last week for that Brisbane War game. So quite a few Melbourne Victory, Melbourne City things this week, I guess. Surely we're going to see a lot more goals in this game. At the early stages, has got anything to say. City boot a long ball down the left hand side, out spot on. But Florin Fingergar, 8 minutes in, is the goal score of the game. number 10 in the midfield for Melbourne City. As I have to borrow things back up again here on the phone, unfortunately. But feel free to keep talking there, Gatman. How's your day been there? Did you end up seeing that Super Bowl game there? Kind of a dramatic comeback for the Kansas City Chiefs to win in the end. So well done to them. First Super Bowl they managed to win in 50 years. So that was some achievement for them against San Francisco 49ers. Oh yeah, that's good man. That's the main thing. Meanwhile, I was busy working at the time. Oh yeah. The Real Madrid thing. Oh, got it all on, haven't you, Captain? There. Nice, yeah. The Breakers, yeah. But, since we managed to make the playoffs. Right, yeah, because that's the last game the Breakers played was that Wolf League thing there. So that was very, very strange there. Got the game called off very early on because of a Luke of the Wolf League. And then we got awarded the win because we had enough of a lead and enough of the game was played. So that was very odd. And yes, definitely the Real Madrid game, they were 3-0 down and then turned it around, but still ended up losing 4-3 there. And also Barcelona lost as well too. So semi-finals is going to be really interesting, and that competition is going to be really interesting there. Who's actually going to end up winning the Copa del Rey? And I think I might do some videos on that in the near future, so stay tuned for that. But Mirandi's in there as well too. They're like the second division side, and the other sides are from the top flight. But they won't be used to making the semi-finals and the finals, and one of them gets to win the trophy. Yeah, definitely. But imagine how they're feeling when it was like 3-0 down. They're absolutely being destroyed. At least in the end, the scoreline was a lot more respectable, and somehow must have been somewhat of a dramatic finish after that sending off for that other team where they're playing against what Royal Society was it or something. I'm just trying to remember what I saw on the BBC Sports from recently when I came back home. They only lost one game in 20 odd matches there, so just came out of absolutely nowhere. And see if that has a spiraling result on them in the league game coming up as well too. Similar worries with Barcelona because it was against Athletic Bilbao and they won there, and I believe they lost against Athletic Bilbao at their place with a stoppage time loss on the first week of the season, if I remember correctly. So it was quite similar patterns. Managed to get this A-League game back here up here again there. We've been busy talking. So it's still 1-0. Melbourne City got a free kick after an offside for Melbourne City. "19 minutes into this match. what is the scoreline for the Breakers game they're getting there? If you want to keep me updated on that, that'd be really good. Because I think I had a quick look on the live TV sport previously, and other sport things, and I seem to not able to stream it there. So that's a bit unfortunate. I have to really go digging to try and find it. Down one higher. So they must be around, is it getting closer to half time or so, is it? Oh, nice. Yeah, I suppose, if the Breakers end up winning, then I definitely need to see the next match. Second quarter just started. Okay. Nice, so yeah, very, very high scoring first quarter there. And Melbourne City, long ball to the top, but no good. Sliding in, free kick, quarter to the Victory. Oh yeah, Brisbane, possible league MVP on 6 straight, winning for the Breakers. Yeah, well, you never know. Anything can happen in one particular match there. It's one of those things there that you nail your 3-pointers. That can go a long way towards winning the game. But score management, 3-pointers and 2-pointers and foul shots and things. So, Victory on the ball here. Can they come back into this game before halftime? The boot. Keeping a nice bit of position here. Has to come down the left-hand side of touchline. Switch plays to the middle. Oh, what was that? They just completely given it away to Melbourne City. And if they took it first time then, they would have had a shot away. A little bit of hesitation. And now Victory are going to come around the other side. They can't counter-attack with Melbourne Victory coming away. Things are slowing down slightly now. Basham. Lucas over. They're still able to maintain position here. City's defense looking good. The reserves. Yeah. You have to be quite careful what you have to say because I said about that Melbourne City awful record against Melbourne Victory. It was what, a few seconds later that Melbourne City's that goal and took the lead. So maybe this is a bit of reserve. Reverse psychology of these. See Victory scoring in the next few seconds though. Oh, I have to reload things again. Bit of a pain. But other sports there recently for me, I've also seen the Black Caps there and some dramatic results. 2 super over losses against India before uh, managing to win a 347-1 chase in a 50 over match there. So down and out in the game, but lost Taylor with a century there, turn things around to finally get us the first win in 8 matches in the quick 10 series. So it was quite nice. But also getting in there has that your baseball team getting on there with it, Washington. About to start training. Also, season at the moment, is it? Oh, yeah. Well, the off season must not last long. Yeah. Season starts in April. Okay. And when does the season end? Did it just end recently? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. They get quite a bit of time off actually. Well, how they managed to fit 162 games from April to October is kind of astounding, isn't it? Got 6 months to play 162 games, so that must be what a game, what, every 2 days, or a game every day in some cases. Oh yeah, play every day. Well, they must have like one or 2 days off a week or something like that. Basically, what just job working 9 to 5 or something. But in this case, they just play baseball 6 days a week on average. Jeez. Well, it must suck on some occasions when some matches get cancelled and what they have to play 2 games on one day or something. Because that's happened before. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty insane. You think at some point they'll end that. Meanwhile, the Premier League players complaining about sort of the matches they've been playing and they only get to play like 50 odd games there. Now they get to have a winter break as well too there when they want these FA Cup week players to stop as well. And meanwhile, USA is just like, 162 games, that's pretty good. Let's blow in a few pre-season games as well too, because why not? And let's also have a playoff series as well. You think with that many games, you don't need to have a pre-season because there's plenty of opportunities to get back into the mix if you lose 1 or 2. 25 reasons. Wow, yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, what did they really learn from those 25 preseason games to take into the league there? They just go into the league like, okay, guys, we've trained really hard. Let's just go out there and win every single game. Because what's bit like no one's managed to win like 100 games in a season before like that, eh? Because it's like less than 70% at best to win in a season. Quite often they'll find a few losses in there. You have to keep changing your week of starting players and things. Oh, yeah, got the stream back up again there, but it's nice times. So 28 minutes into this game, still the 1-0 victory to City, I should say. Okay. Yeah, you think they should just enjoy the holiday there, but baseball is life basically, is it? But what's your thoughts on the Premier League there, having a winter break coming up? They get to have 2 weeks off for each team on average. Oh, we've got a free kicks, dangerous area here. For Melbourne Victory. Oh, no, okay, it was a back pass there. Back pass for Melbourne City, so Melbourne Victory got a free kick here. Unusual situation. It's still a very difficult angle on the inside the box down the sideline. So we've got the Wolves surrounding the white post, so they have to cross it in basically because there's no angle there. Good opportunity for victory if they're able to swing it in correctly. Or they have to really over the wall to the left hand post. Could be an option as well. Okay, bit of a dummy one there. There's a man free on the edge of the D as well. They swing it back in. Oh, well, they had an opportunity. That was an opportunity. But it was saved. Saved for the Melbourne City goalkeeper. Hey, you at work, Gatman. Currently. Who's working? What are you talking about? The baseball still? Okay, so that ball bounced off the goalkeeper twice there. Is coming lunging in. Oh yeah, nice one. Keep it up. Um, my question. I think it was something to do with baseball there. I mentioned about the so. Oh, I mentioned about the Premier League break there. But they had 2 weeks off now currently for on average for the teams. Staggered staggered games for the teams there. Not really fair. I think all these teams want to play less games than they did in the past there. Just means that the top teams get to be more dominant as the key players get to be not as injured and things. Well, they need, yeah, it's true they need West, but I mean, like, it's a good opportunity to rotate the squads there. That's why he has so many players in the team. Yeah, I guess that's true. But you think they should still have some West in the baseball if they're playing every single day. 162 games in a 25-game preseason where even if you're not playing too much, it's still physical activity for like 3 4 hours each day. Must take its toll as well. 32 minutes into this match so far, as Melbourne City try to break away here. They've got a player on the left free, finds him, and here he goes. Oof, what? That was a real opportunity for a 2-0 score. Melbourne City got a corner now on the left-hand side. One player plays short and does so. And that fades everyone. And Melbourne Victory, they try to go for a quick counter here. Being held up very nicely with 3 players absolutely surrounding him. And eventually get the ball. Luna, one of the players. Melbourne Victory back on the ball again there. Passes to the right-hand side. Back to the keeper. And booted high. And not kicked in. So Melbourne City with a foreign. And Melbourne Victory's final third. Anthony Lestos, a player at top there for Melbourne Victory. He's playing at shorts. Melbourne City. Ooh, finding some really nice passes on here, coming down the right hand side. Can they find the ball into the box? Goes to the right hand side and still onto it. Still got another opportunity to cross it in. And headed high, half cleared away. Back on again. Oh, look at these skills and trickery with some kicky uppies going on there. And they're still on it. And this time, Victory out of the possession. Melbourne City are definitely holding the own into this game there. Keeping the ball, solid defence there, and got the lead into this match. With only 10 minutes to go before we get to half time. Melbourne City ball over the top, it's inside the box there. Oh, shot comes down. And that's up for another corner kick from Melbourne City. Melbourne City really want to make a statement in this match before half time. They definitely do want to get a 2-0 lead. Are they going to play it short this time, or are they going to toss it in straight away? They do play it short again. And here comes the cross. Inside the box now. On the right hand side. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, for me it's 36.5 minutes in this match. And yeah, Melbourne Victory do have the ball on their final third now. But a good solid defensive structure for Melbourne City at the moment. As the away through for Victory was going to take some world class strike to break through. Pass that ball and try and find some holes, some space. But nope. Just giving the ball away too easily there, Victory straight to Melbourne City player without them having to even look for it. As that goes out for a goal kick for Melbourne Victory as Melbourne City try to spin the counter attack. To the halfway line, a few headers coming down, and Melbourne City back in position there. Back to the keeper. Cleared long. And Victory back on the ball towards the halfway line. going through the middle of the pitch. To the left-hand side, this one looks dangerous. One in the box. Cleared. Back it goes. 1-2 passing going on here. Oh, just needed to find the last crucial touch, and they could have possibly been in. And how do you get away with watching all these games there, Gatman, as well as working? That's what I don't understand. Sorry, it took me a while to really fully grasp that. So Victory on the ball. And over the top, we've got 2 or 3 numbers towards the box there. So do you work from home or something? Not sure how exactly it works. Got everything set up and then able to do some paperwork or something. I don't know. Or you just got a really flash fancy job. A sports analysis or something. Working lab or doctor at night. Huh. Monitor equipment. What, so no one pinches it or something? So you're a security guard for the equipment? Or is it to make sure the equipment is working properly, set up correctly, things like that? Only 5 minutes to go of this half years. Victory messed up another opportunity. Green time. Clicking the data. This should be if they stop like this thing. Okay. Sounds important. Nice work. You know, I'm a maintenance worker there, so I sort of wake some pathways and do some reading and things like that. So Scott Jamieson, the Melbourne City captain, is currently down at the moment with an injury. Okay, there, Catman. What's the latest on the Breakers game, should I ask? Or dare I ask? Have we got the lead now? Just replaying that the goal that Melbourne City has scored. Oh, 52-51. Oh, still one down. After all this time, still losing by 1 point. How close are we to half time? That's the half time. Okay. That's good. Still an opportunity. 30 seconds. So yeah. Okay, we'll definitely manage to get the last 2-pointer just before the halftime break. Is my prediction. Take the lead. Meanwhile, just about to be halftime here as well too. Melbourne City holding the own. Resolute defence is the name of the game. It's Victory on the ball here at the moment. Ooh, goalkeeper got a hand to it. But really sloppy there as it comes back into the box. Next time, that's safe. Melbourne City associated with Manchester City. Well, they both have the same like MC thing going on there, but not necessarily associated. Two different places. Last 10 shots, Melbourne Victory have managed to get 7 of them. And that's to say, Victory should try and equalise. But Melbourne City, here they come on. They've possibly been more dangerous than find a goal to try and get a 2-0 lead on. As another player goes down for Melbourne Victory this time. Number 17. Which is Cansoba. Cansoba going down there awkwardly. Wally Nawad, that's quite a bit of pain. They just got the one added on minutes. Scott Jameson from Melbourne City going on the book. Yeah, I did say Breakers were going to get the last 2 points of the quarter there to take the lead. And I was like, nice. And we're into halftime now, into the A-League match as well too. So that's very good timing. So 1-0 for Melbourne City. What do you think of the game there so far? It's just a bit of a wild guess there, I think. One side would score, so I cannot take my team. Sounds like a better game there so far than this Melbourne derby. Promised so much after that early goal from Melbourne City there, but not so far anyway. I suppose similar things like that in the Brisbane game there. So they received more than one goal in the second half. Might as well have a look at the odds, updated odds for this match now as well. Melbourne City will be even more so favourites to win the game because they were at $2.33 for the draw, and it was $3.50 for Melbourne Victory when I first did it. Okay, so now it's $1.40 for Melbourne City, $3.75 for the draw, $8.50 for Melbourne Victory. Yeah, interestingly, also see Brisbane Bullets are the favourites to beat the New Zealand Breakers at $1.62, $2.15 for the New Zealand Breakers. So pretty similar odds in that game as well. There you go for City, and they dropped back to the levelled, and that would open the game up more. Oh yeah, that's possible. But I mean, the game should be open enough as it is now with Melbourne City on the counter attack there when the attacks break down from Melbourne Victory. What else is happening at the moment in the world of sports? Got some of the cricketing matches going on. some other Olympic qualifying and ice hockey thing. Got a Super Rugby match between the Brumbies and the Rebels. Got some Four Continents Finger Skating Championship. Gymnastics International Tournament. And some other different things. Ukraine netball. John fights said that you watch UFC. No, I don't. I don't watch too much of it. That's Joseph Parker. Yeah, Joseph Parker in the boxing there. I've watched a couple of his fights though before. I also check out a bit of that New Zealand second ODI cricketing match as well too. See if we can get another victory and try and win the ODI series. Would be quite nice. And also tomorrow morning I'm doing the Foster Park one in Christchurch, Chile, so it should be quite interesting. I've previously done the Hickory Park one and this Park one. That's a 5k weekly free events on Saturdays from other countries across the world. You can compete in and managed to win a couple of events in Pegasus and won a couple of points when I was overseas there before. So should have a good opportunity to try and win the Foster event there. Average I get up at 18 minutes 20 or so for the 5Ks. My best I managed to do in Hagley last week was 18:02, so that was pretty good. Thank you there, Gatman. Yeah, also training to do the full marathon for the first time in June, so that should be quite exciting and quite nerve-wracking. Previously done quite a few half marathons before. My best is an hour 33. But the full marathon's a whole another beast. So lots of training required. But what else should we do in this halftime break? Any ideas there, Catman? We could play paper, scissors, rock. I hold up paper, scissors, rock, and I hold my fist over here, and you say it, and then I reveal if you're interested. Go over the sets for the game. 7-4 shots for their victory, and just the one to none on target for Melbourne City. Is that correct, really? Only just the one shot on target all match? Oh, yeah. Leading up in the Wellington game here, fortunately, yeah, I have to give that one a miss because it'll be 11:45 p.m. my time there, and I just have to get to sleep, unfortunately, after this match there because I have to get up at around 6 or 7 in the morning before the 8 o'clock Park Run event there tomorrow. So just definitely catch up on the highlights there tomorrow, and wish the boys the best of luck. It's going to be a tough game, but hopefully we get the victory over Perth. But heavy underdogs for the game. the Wellington Phoenix have had a pretty good season here so far. And also that week off for last week should help things. But of course, the long distance derby all the way in Perth, we're currently in fourth place, 4 wins out of 5 games. Perth in third spots have the opportunity to overtake them with the victory. Well, they're not my local club, but they're the only New Zealand team that's in the A League, which is more of a international weakenised competition. My local club technically would be Canterbury United for the New Zealand Premiership, but unless I have Sky Sports or special sports subscription or tune up to the local matches in Christchurch, unable to see those games there, unfortunately. But this season, Canterbury have done absolutely terrible. If I have a look on the table for the New Zealand Premiership this season, lost the last match at home against Waitakere United 2-1. Commonly, we get around like 4th or 5th on most seasons, but this season, they actually last 10th place, 9 points in 12 games, 2 wins, 3 draws, and 7 defeats, losing the last 4 games in a row, would you believe it? 2-1 loss to Waitakere, 2-1 loss to Southern United, a 6-1 loss to Eastern Suburbs, a 3-1 loss against Hamilton Wanderers as well too. So yeah, all good. But yeah, I definitely need to go to another Canterbury home match there. But I guess it's off putting me at the moment there when we've got nothing to really strive for. Commonly been quite good when we made the playoffs, things like that. And if we end up winning the playoffs or winning the league there, get to go into the OC Champions League there, and then opportunity to compete at the Club World Cup, and which famously Auckland City managed to get third place a few years ago there against the very best teams. So that was pretty good, and it'd be really, really spectacular if Canterbury was able to get to that stage at some points. But for last year's Club World Cup in December there, somehow the New Zealand teams absolutely folded it against Papua New Guinea team that managed to make it instead there. So, New Caledonia team. It was Higuain Sport. Yeah, that's right. Because I also did some videos on that as well too. But yeah, one day, hopefully, the New Zealand Premiership can be more recognised. Well, that's going to be a very long time away, if at all, really. It's tough enough just to maintain the Wellington Phoenix in the A League because there's talks of them getting abolished or removed before when their contract expires, but luckily the safer Phoenix club worked. But the MLS and yes, the one league, but also Premier League and A League. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a bit unusual for Americans to watch the A League, I'd say. But you definitely the Premier League because that's just outright famous everywhere around the world. And but yeah, I have watched a little bit of MLS there. It's been pretty interesting, some exciting games in the past. And do you think the USA will be able to qualify for the World Cup? in 2022 there, Gatman, after they absolutely failed it last time. No, I think after there has been some signs of improvements there, they seem to only been losing to Mexico there again recently, so that's back in line to what they previously been doing. And not so many losses against the likes of Panama and Honduras, lots of those weaker teams. Of course, won 2026, what the USA and the Canada gets to host it, right? After the Qatar event in 2022. Still can't qualify. Well, there's some competition, but not as competitive as the likes of South America there. But South America have it tough, even though they like 4 or 5 teams can qualify. They all very pull it over there, so whoever misses that is very unfortunate. And from my country there, we have a very easy host and qualifying for the most of the time, and then it's just about that difficult playoff leagues that we struggle with against one of the teams that finishes like 5th in South America or 5th in North America, or depending whoever it is on their given qualifying times. But in 2026, they are getting an automatic spot there, so then that will make it not as exciting for qualification, but then at least we just automatically qualify. Well, it's not too rough. I mean, with Australia moving, just able to win Oceania reasonably easy, so it's just about a one-off fixture. We were lost against uh, Peru last time. Yeah, that's right. On the two-legged thing, holding at home, and then they got their victory in the end in Peru. When we did famously make it back in 2010, there we were the only country to go for the whole entire World Cup unbeaten, 3 draws, Italy, Slovakia, and Paraguay. So that was amazing. Because the World Cup champion Spain ended up losing their first match before they ended up winning. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun to watch. So hopefully 2 years' time we get to be back on the big stage there again. But more likely than not, it'll be 2026, so 6 years to go. Just playing up again, I guess. Just try and get on the computer this time up again. Okay, back up. Yep, 47 minutes in. So hopefully this stream doesn't crash or have issues. Yeah, my one puts over 47.14 here. As soon as this advertisement closes and things, I'll be able to see some pictures live there, so it should be fine. Hopefully. And we're back on for the Breakers match there for the third quarter. Alright, so 49 minutes in. Melbourne City on the ball at the moment. Got 4 players up there playing it back for going forward. And just possessed. Regained. Victory try to clear quickly. That's too slow, Right, here they come down the right hand side. VPN, free on SBS sometimes. A-League games that won't ESPN. Okay. $50 a year. Sounds expensive. For me anyway. With this free coverage going on here, seems to be working. Reasonably okay, has issues at times. It is what it is. Melbourne Victory on the ball at the moment. Swinging. Goes to the far left hand post. Peels the handball. Rejected. What's the update on the Breakers A-League, the Breakers NBL game there, Gatman? Oh, 65, 63, 2 down. Oh, okay. Very, very close all the way, isn't it? It's going to be fully finished. Maybe even overtime at this rate. Oh yeah, that's what happens in the playoffs there. Defensive battle. Indeed. Here come Melbourne City, 3-on-3. Really good opportunity. But too slow to react. But they still want it. Down to the far post. Ooh. over the bar. Well, now they go back for this VAR check for Melbourne Victory's handball. That was a very, very long wait. That one. From one end of the pitch to the other end of the pitch. It must not be awarded, so Melbourne City got the corner. And they go straight into the arms of Thomas. Yeah, it's just like that Sydney game against Brisbane. We thought there would be quite a few goals, but sometimes just score one and shut up shop and take 3 points and move on. That's what Melbourne City wants to do anyway. Melbourne Victory, of course, will have other ideas. Can't accept losing, especially when they're all the way down the table, the ninth spot. So Victory, can they turn defence into attack? They try to here. They hold up. And substitution about to be made. But Hugelin coming off for voice for Melbourne Victory. And there's also Nestos on for off for Blues. So double substitution. So hopefully they make the right substitutions. And got a yellow card coming up as well too here. Oh yeah, we're back to 4 or 5 people there. Hello guys, if you're just tuning in there, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Currently doing the Melbourne City, Melbourne Victory watchalong. Currently still just the 1-0 scoreline there for Melbourne City. So they do have a free kick themselves to try and extend the lead, but ideally we want Melbourne Victory to come back into this match. They come down the left-hand side, just playing it short, cool collective, and Melbourne Victory scooping up possession again. Oh, that was a very risky pass to the goalkeeper of Thomas. Will we see another goal in this game? Melbourne Victory on the ball, the halfway line there. They have to come with some sort of creative attacking opportunity to get past this Melbourne City back line. And so if we look at the statistics of this game here, 58 minutes into this match, 7 shots from Melbourne Victory, but still yet to have a shot on target. Just the one shot on target from Melbourne City. So that is the situation. But feel free to keep talking about this game or other things there to keep us both interested and excited. to get us through this last half hour. It turns out to be a fourth victory unable to break through or even create any more lively shots. So far, me and Getman have been talking about the basketball there with the Breakers in action. Very close game between us and Brisbane at the moment. Also has been some previous talk about the Super Bowl with Kansas City Chiefs winning. And the baseball as well too. So anything you want to talk about, feel free to do so. 1-0 win, 1-0 for Melbourne City, 58 minutes into this game. As Melbourne Victory try to find some way to get their first shot on target, and if they do, can they make it count? But nothing happening at the moment, was there? Just a few high balls, hitters, and then City scooping back and cleaning up and controlling position again there. Who plays at the stadium on the beach that has crazy winds? Stadium on the beach. Oh, well, Wellington Phoenix has crazy winds, but I'm thinking Central Coast Mountains, the one with the giant sauce bottles and things like that, possibly, might be thinking of, at the beach. Yeah, thinking Central Coast Mountains off the top of my head there. As we come up to the hour mark on this game. Watch the game. How it's going, the goalie couldn't get the ball off the half line. Yeah, mate, it's quite fun and interesting. He has to really struggle to get the ball nice and flat there. You can't have any high balls. You have to do all their different small passing techniques and things like that instead of these stupid brutal bounces. I mean, in the past there when I was playing a game for my local club, myself there where it was very strong winds, like 100 k's an hour, so very, very extremely gusty. And we clear the ball from the goal line there, or just go all the way to the other end of the goal, past the other end of the goal, all the way out. So good chance of scoring a goal for a goalkeeper as well too. All these unusual passes and things. But yeah, just had to really make sure a couple meters forward on the ground, otherwise just absolutely goes out for a foul and just out of the ground. Crazy stuff. Oh, nice. Up 2, full quarter. Come on, keep it up. Can we do it? Can we hold on? Can we extend the advantage quickly? And Melbourne City, this could be a bit promising here for them. They've got 2 on 3. And broken up and in. Seems like Melbourne City are more likely to score the second goal at this rate. But at the same time, more likely, maybe no more goals in this game. From what I've seen, it's been all very quite cagey and conservative. Come on, Melbourne Victory. Live up to your name and get the victory. But currently, Melbourne City back on the ball again here. So prior to getting through ball inside the box. But broken up. Okay. Luna giving some other instructions there. Handball or penalty, you reckon? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice to see at least another goal in this match. At the moment, it seems like they're just sort of winding down the clock, even though there's still a long time left to go. Melbourne Victory on the ball at the moment. Try to come up with something different. Maybe fast tempo, push players forward a bit more, try something different. Catch Melbourne City on a surprise. Here we go. Oh, natural shot. Melbourne Victory actually had a shot on target there. It was straight to the keeper though, but still, that'd be a first shot on target, so it's 4 minutes into the game. That's a start. That is the start. TK Melbourne City will be quite annoyed for giving away a shot on target. It's only the second shot. On target, one shot each. You know? Melbourne City shot on target with 4 star and they managed to score. That's TK Victory and they win the free kick here. Yeah, bit of pushing and shoving and yeah, the car being awarded. Okay, here's the nice tension that we wanted from a Melbourne derby. And the players getting the scrape here. Victory getting an ordered free kick. Tensions rising, building. Is there going to be any other yellow cards and possible send-offs? People spoil over even more. Just clicking the heels of Cruz. And there's been some pushing, shoving got involved. And after the yellow card was awarded, was still going on too. Jameson involved. So Melbourne Victory, good opportunity here. Just after having a shot on goal, now have a good free kicking opportunity with 4 numbers on the edge of the D here. So what can they make out of this one? It was Bugua who got the yellow card for Melbourne City there. Got one player standing in the offside position at the moment there, just blocking the goalkeeper's view before getting back in position. Is the tactic. And here comes the free kick, put along to the far right hand post there. And after all that hype and excitement, Melbourne City are on the ball. But quickly turn it over though. Come on, we need more opportunities. And trying to trick the defensive player there, won a corner. Melbourne Victory have won a corner. A free kick after they shot on target. Now a corner kick. And then the next step is a goal. So here comes the corner kick on the far right hand side. Here it comes in short, in the way. And now they still got a dangerous falling. So They're taking opportunities for Melbourne Victory. It's not ended yet. And they get the ball whipped into the box. They do. Half nicely, only half cleared. Keep crossing it in. Oh, that one was headed towards the left-hand side. But they're still on the ball, still keeping them, still maintaining pressure. Is Melbourne City, they cleared it. James, nope. Melbourne Victory are gonna come again. They keep coming. 67% territory in the last 5 minutes. This one looks dangerous possibly. It's only half cleared before away again. But back to the Melbourne Victory player. Melbourne City just can't clear their lines at this stage. At least not properly anyway. Surely someone has to come. But Melbourne City really screwed things up there. It's still in. And that's going to go out for goal kickers at in the end. Oh, just split it too long to the left hand post. Oh, but gotta clap that water play there. Lots of chances in that short spell of time. Basically having nothing all entire match there. Just having a shot on targets. They got a free kick, a corner kick, lots of pressuring, and then just a few crosses not quite executing the first man there. And Melbourne City eventually getting the goal kick, and that means they definitely get to clear their lines because they couldn't do so normally. Ooh, take a bit of a breather after that. So Victory back on the ball again here. Just more, seems to be more urgency about their playing now. They are the team that needs to score next to equalise in this match. Remember, Melbourne City have only won 1 match and 7 against Melbourne Victory. And I'm desperate to get my first prediction correct the week there because I went for a draw, so I need Victory to score here. Otherwise, that's 0 out of 1. Victory maybe gas used a lot of energy there. Oh, and just as you said there, that's 2-0 for City. I sort of missed their goal, so let me just have another look. Oh, please, the Salada's goal. Melbourne City are celebrating a 2-0 lead. They come down the right hand sides. And a through ball and a cheeky backheel pass. Now that won't be disallowed. Oh, what a cheeky backheel pass that was. Wow. Yeah. Have you ever seen one like that before? It's very unusual. Oh, that diving celebration as well too. But you gotta give that goal a round of applause. Very easy goal for Jamie McLaren in the end, but just that back pass there when it seemed like it was going out of play, just to keep it in play, and then just to be able to find that pass as well to Jamie McLaren to give Melbourne City a 2-0 lead. And surely now Melbourne City will finally get a win in the Melbourne Derby. They have been the better team there this season in the A League. Melbourne Victory have been atrocious. And Jamie McLaren, 14 goals there this season, only 1 goal behind Adam LaFondra, the Golden Boot race. So it seems like it's between those two players to try and win that at this stage. There's 4 goals back with Davilia and other players, but Davilia for the one in Phoenix. Oh, Raiders up by 1, 5 minutes left. Oh, the tension seems like they should have more focus on this late game now as Melbourne City trying to whack things up here. Yes, now they've got a substitution made, McLaren coming off just after scoring that goal for Wales. Well, one of that was a planned substitution or not. He scored a goal, and he was like, "Yep, now you can come off." Then here comes Victory. Oh, that one goes blasting over the bar. That was 1-on-1 nearly for Victory there. Should definitely done better. Disappointing. But yeah, Gatman, make sure you keep me updated on the Quakers game. Maybe every minute at this stage would be good. Of course, every minute would be a lot longer than a minute because all the timeouts and things that goes on in basketball. And I'll keep you updated on this Melbourne City and Melbourne Victory game here. It's a 2-0 lead for Melbourne City as Melbourne City try to look for a third, and that would definitely well and truly capitalise a victory for them. But surely they probably will win anyway. There's still 16 minutes for Victory to come back, score a goal now in the next 5 minutes, and then you've got a game back on again. I got the 2 goals correct for Melbourne City. I just need to get the 2 goals correct for Melbourne Victory. There comes City in the box. Clearing it away. And so that was a long range shot there. Far right hand post in the end. 82-81 Brisbane took lead 4 minutes left. The game is going to go to the wire, isn't it? Has anyone had, Brisbane had a 10-0 lead right at the beginning of the game. But other than that, it sounds like it's been within 5 points for like the whole entire match. Crazy stuff. You're definitely sweating that result. And yeah, just 2 shots on goal for this match there. And Melbourne City scored both times for their 2 shots on goal. So clinical. Melbourne Victory can be accused of being a bit wasteful, as they had slightly more shots, 10 takes. Just the one on target for themselves. 75 minutes into this game now, I think. 15 minutes to go plus stoppage time. So we have managed to get a goal on both halves, which is always quite nice. Even though it's not a result we're after. But I guess it could be okay. Keep Melbourne Victory away from the running minutes, but Melbourne City won't be able to close the gap on them though. Got another injury going down here at the moment. Ugh, 85-81 now. 4-point lead. One of the bigger leads. So now would be a good time for the Breakers to get a 3-pointer. And Melbourne Victory have got a very, very dangerous free kick here, right on the edge of the box, just a couple meters outside the box. So this could be a wetly striking goal here by the number 11. All the City players back defending, marking, and the wall. So can Melbourne Victory get the goal here? set up a brilliant finish. Yeah, definitely still alive. If you're within 6 or so minutes ago, it will be very tactical with fouls and stoppages and free throws and 3-pointers and things. My stream sort of focused right at the wrong time there, 77 minutes in, right on the free kick. Opportunity for Melbourne Victory, so I'm going to cheat a little back and back on the scoreline. And Melbourne Victory have scored 12 from the free kick, presumably. My phone played up at the wrong time, but Melbourne Victory seems like they back into the game. That goal has stood on the free kick, 2-1 now. If you're able to let me know what happened there, Gatman, if you ended up seeing that goal or not. Melbourne Victory back alive. Terrible goalkeeper, that's why he's back up. Okay, so did he spill the ball from the free kick and then they allowed a simple tap in for Ola Toileven, was it? Because I completely missed it. So I saw that they had the free kick awarded there, the players marking the wall, but then free streams plays up at the goalie soft hands and then he deflected it in. So nearly an own goal, I guess, but they had the power in it to be counted as a Toileven goal. That's a game on. Let's go 2-1. One more goal for Melbourne Victory there, and I got my predictions spot on. We've got 11 minutes left in this game as well too. Will Melbourne City's curse of struggling in this Melbourne derby continue? Do they have the willpower to hold on after their bad mistake as we head into the 80th minute? Wow, Lakers got the lead. That was dramatic. How do we have a 4-point lead? Well, 4-point start, now we have a 4-point lead. Did we manage to nail a few 3-pointers like I suggested? Was it? Or did Brisbane just fail a whole bunch of their shots? We must have stopped Brisbane scoring a few possessions in a row, I guess. That's some dramatic turnaround there. And will Melbourne Victory also get their dramatic turnaround likewise? Yeah, see, they come along down the left-hand post, run away, scrambling stuff, booting it on. Come on, Melbourne Victory. Couple of turnovers, fast break, that's nice. The game's not safe yet. I want at least the 10-point margin to feel really confident. Ooh. Keep me updated. Another maybe even every position now. Keep updated if you want to. Every score, I mean. Interesting there. We've got 3 people watching my live stream there, and the only person that's making some comments is Getman. Entire way through, apart from a biggish Papa just said high goal. So one of the 3 goals was his criteria for a number of goals. 82 minutes in with 8 minutes plus stoppages. And another Melbourne Victory player goes injured here. So that's not good. Melbourne City themselves have to make some changes themselves, so maybe Melbourne Victory's key players might be out next week. Yeah, that's right. Couple of seagulls flying by. Keep it distracting. Getman, what's their score update? We've only got like a minute left or something now, haven't we? Same score. No, okay. Same score, 85. How long left to go? There's Melbourne City on the board at the moment, playing it long to the right hand side. Not too many players upfield, just trying to hold on to the ball mainly, pass it back, keep possession, wind down the clock. They only have the 1 goal lead. Okay, 1 minute left to go. Nice. This one missed the layup, so just about there. Just about there for the crucial one. Have a look, bit more of a look in detail once wrap up this A-League game as well too. 89, 85, 30 seconds. Oof. So Brisbane will have to do something quite tactical now. 3-pointer or some fouls to give them turnovers and some points. 30 seconds, that definitely is enough time. Of the timeout stoppages that they can all do. We're shooting for 2. Okay, hopefully if they don't score both of them. Not scored in the last 3 minutes, 43, jeez. Well, hopefully they only score 1 or none of the free throws, because if they score both, it definitely is very risky and very dramatic ending to the match. Made the first, 89-86. Okay. Need to miss the second one. Miss. Did they miss it? Oh. Okay. So all it takes is a 3-pointer for Brisbane to get the winner. So Breakers with the ball, and we just need to get a nice layup, 91-87, and then that would be enough to wind down the clock and win the game. We just need to score on this position here. We score this position, we should be able to win this game. Did we score? Timeouts. Yeah, as I said, there's going to be quite a few timeouts there. So they commit a foul on us. Do we get to shoot for some free throws now? Oh, hello there, Tim. Yeah, currently I got Melbourne City against Melbourne Victory. Melbourne City got the 2-1 lead, but also I've been informed about the Breakers playing this game against Brisbane. They have a very close action scoreline going on. So watching my game, I've been updated about another match, but both games are in the balance in the final stages of the game. Melbourne City just passing the ball last year, just trying to wrap up the game. They had a 2-0 lead into the match, and then a goalkeeping mistake meant Melbourne Victory got themselves back into this match. And we're hoping for those 1 or 2 opportunities to go to try and get a draw out of the match.
Okay, 7 minutes in. What's the latest there, Getman? If they restarted the game again? Oh, game on. That doesn't sound good. No, the score for the soccer there is 2-1 for Melbourne City. As I just mentioned, that's the Breakers against Brisbane there for the Australian Basketball League. Breakers scored. Yes, that should be enough to win, surely. Surely that's enough to win there, Getman. But when you see game on, it's unlikely it's going to watch extra time. Sammy Road. Or that's Brisbane's took the lead. So game over, we officially won. Can you confirm the final score with Breakers winning? 91-87 to the Breakers. Yeah. All right, thank you. All right. Oh, nice. That was good. Ooh. And now we can celebrate these final few minutes of this game between Melbourne City and Melbourne Victory. 89 minutes in. Just about to wake up here as well. Well, Melbourne Victory do something dramatic like the Breakers just did. Or Melbourne City finally managed to win the Melbourne Derby. Well, they got themselves a free kick at the moment. No rush at all at the halfway line. Plays it short. Oh, yeah. Good on you. He's Melbourne Victory down the right touchline there. Want to get on with things. Quickly push players forward. Nothing to lose now since they are losing. 2-1. With just stoppage time left to go. How long is going to be included for stoppage time? Seen a few injuries and some other decisions with the VAR, so they might be a bit longer than 4 minutes like normal. So I'm going to go with 5 as my prediction. And it was right on 90 minutes on the dot. 4 minutes. 4 minutes to go. Just this thing, 4 minutes to go, eh? Melbourne City inside the box, saying nope. They just take it away, trying to go for the corner flag. And win themselves a corner. Just doing everything they can to seal out this game. Melbourne City. Seems like they are going to get the win there, Melbourne City. Will Melbourne Victory get the opportunity to have one last go at it? Is the question. But Melbourne City found some space in behind here. They got 4-on-4. If they manage to find the players inside the box here, down the right hand side, but no, straight into Thomas's hands. Now, the keeper now sent everyone up. Have a big bash at the ball and see what you can do. Oh, yeah. Like I was saying, yeah. Yeah, definitely not recommended to have one of them at the stage. I thought I've been informed that they changed the corona name because of the virus at the moment. But the final 2 minutes to go. Melbourne City back on the ball again here. Only can't attack, but they're going to go for corner flag again, it seems. Waste a few more seconds. Yeah, that's kind of ironic. I did hear somewhere in New Zealand that they changed their name, but I thought they would have changed it nationwide or something because of the virus here with the Koanala, so they named it something else. So, or maybe they might have been just in Australia, possibly. But did hear some article about that. Yeah. The City fans in the stadium there are cheering and clapping because they know that their team are just a minute away from winning this Melbourne derby at their place. And how special is that when they change? Just a minute to go. Melbourne Victory do so absolutely dramatic. 40 seconds. They got the ball down the right hand side. Just unfortunately, no one's in the box at the moment. Got a couple there. Cleared. Got a throw in. Now throw everyone up. Throw the goalkeeper up. Throw everyone up. To the left hand side. A couple of players fighting for the ball. Oh, here's a shot blocked by his own player. And still in play. Going down the goal kicking line. Is that up for corner kick or is that a throw in? Might be a long throw in. As we come up to 94 minutes on the dot. Where's the goalkeeper? Where's the Melbourne Victory goalkeeper up in attack? You just have to have everyone up there. What's this wasting line going on? So, can they get the cross in? They do get the cross in, but finds first defender player. And that is it. That is the full time. Melbourne City win 2-1 over Melbourne Victory to finally end their Melbourne hoodoo in this Melbourne derby. Now, before I go, just have to have a look on the Breakers game scoreline. What ended up happening in the end was 91 to 87 against the Brisbane Bullets. A very high scoring in the first quarter was 31 to 30 for the Bullets, 23 to 21 for the Breakers in the second quarter. They got us a 2-point lead, and then got a 3-point lead in the third quarter with a 19-18 scoreline, and then a very tight fourth quarter as well too, 19-17. To give us a 91-87 victory. In terms of field goals, Bullets the better with 51.7%, 31 from 60, 45%, 31 for 69 for the Breakers. 3-pointers, 50% for the Breakers, 50 from 30, and 12 from 28 for Brisbane Bullets, 43%. Free throws, brilliant, 14 from 14, 100%, and 13 from 17, 77%. So, played at such an incredible level there. Hello there, Football 007. No, it isn't a race channel, it's actually a football channel or a sports channel because I cover quite a few different things there. Yeah, nice one there, Gatman. Just recently finishing the Melbourne Victory game, which Melbourne City ended up winning. What do you do on your channel there, Football 007? Do you cover, presume, other football related stuff or other sports related content or other things like that? Oh, I have lots of different things on my channel there with all these different predictions there. The A League and then the Spanish La Liga, French Liga, Bundesliga, Germany. So all European leagues and some other random club series, and also been doing some Olympic predictions as well too. No plastic here, yeah. Definitely want to keep that plastic away because it's not good for the environment. So what the Breakers got one more game against the Phoenix on the 14th of February, and currently in 5th place. from 26 matches, 26 points, 2 behind the Bullets there. So still in contention, so it's all good. And it's unfortunate for the people that's just joining here. Oh, he does nothing. Okay. So what? So you got no videos on your channel there. Football. Could have a brief look myself at some points. But apparently you do nothing, so yeah, there it is. Maybe one day. But otherwise, if no one else has anything else to say, I think I might just end this live stream here. Of course, there was an extra game after this match between Perth Glory and my Melbourne Phoenix sides. But unfortunately, won't be able to watch it. So watch the highlights there tomorrow, as I've got to go to sleep and get up early for my 5K park run for tomorrow. So good luck me for that. See if I can win the Foster event. Should be fun and exciting. Thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in the next live show there. So thank you guys. Anything else? I'll give you 1 more minute to say goodbyes or other queries and things like that, and then I'll end the live stream. Okay, time for beats. Go yes. Okay, thank you, Tim. It was very clear cut and precise that you want me to finish. Anything else you want to say there, Gatman? Yes, the part one should be good. All the best. Cheers. And anything else you want to say there, Football 007? Well, he might have taken off now. Okay, catch you guys in the next one. Yeah.